look similar. We use future trading on AvaTrade. You know that AvaTrade is big. It's not only derivative they offer. They
Okay.
also offer futures. Let me know
Okay.
whether I can get it and show you guys. I have the page before, but let me open it so that you can be able to see. They are one of the only broker we know now that offering futures because AvaTrade is an exchange-based broker. They are not big book, but I know that all this terminology may not be necessary to you, but it's also important that you understand them. Not every broker you see on the internet does the same thing. You know what I mean? So there are different types of brokers. But in as much as those things may look similar, they're not actually similar. And the way it is done is not actually the same, the same. But it's important that you know them. Okay. Do you know about, is it bamboo and the chaka?
No, I don't.
You guys don't know about bamboo and chaka.
No, no.
What of you, HSD?
No, I don't know.
Okay. Bamboo and chaka is an app in Nigeria that can allow you invest in the US stock.
Okay.
Yeah, from Nigeria. So now all this Tesla, Facebook, I mean the stock listed on the US exchange. So you could see all of them on Bamboo and Chaka. So it's a Nigerian-based company that could allow Nigerians to invest in those big stock. Do you understand now?
Yeah.
So I know about Kaore, Bamboo, then Chaka. So now, when you come to this trading too, like CFD now, for example, you also see that those stocks are also listed on CFD website or on CFD platform. Then when I by CFD, I'm talking about this MT4 or MT5, but they're listed on leverage or with leverage. Imagine if you come there, you can also see maybe Facebook, see different stock. Let me check this particular one I'm using to teach. Okay, what we have here, we have commodity indices, FX. We don't okay, we don't have stock here. Yeah, we don't have stock here. So, but now if you check some company, okay, let me check this one. Okay, you see stocks. You see stocks. Yeah. So kind of you see Belgian stock, then you see US stock. I click on US stock. Then you see all of them now. You see Apple, for example. You know Apple now. Then if I click on it, I will be able to open it. Then you see the price of Apple is $205 per share. But now, what happened here is that if you are buying this share now, you're not buying directly Apple, like Apple share directly. Like you're not buying that Apple share directly. You're trading Apple value through this broker. So he give it to you as over the counter or contract for difference, but the same shares. Do you understand? And the same price. So obviously, when you make profit, you're not directly making that profit from the Apple company. You're making profit from this broker and their liquidity, but they're giving you the same Apple share. That's why it's called contract for difference and or OTC. But now that Chaka and Babu, you most likely going to buy directly from the company while you're in Nigeria, and that one is not leveraging. That one is like spot. Stock is like spot because once you buy the unit, you hold that unit, but profit you get here will not be the similar profit you get in stock. Stock profit could be lesser or could be less volatile, while the profit here could be more because here is done on margin and leverage. Do you understand now? Now, that is similar thing on commodities too. So commodities we trade on futures, derivative, and spot. Now, this is future. Can you see my page now? So
Yes,
this
sir.
is futures. The real guy is trading this business. So these are the things they are doing. Now, you could see some of the things. Yeah, this is the same Brent. Now, this is the symbol. Now, this is the margin. You will need to hold this in overnight, $5,000 margin. Or on either you are going long or short. Then on a day, you will need about 20% margin. If I click somewhere again, now this is a WTI crude. The common symbol of it is CL. You need about $6,000. Then you need about $5,000 on short. Then you also need about 20% margin. Are you not seeing the same other trade? You guys are putting $100, but here now you're not putting $100 here because of this is even the required margin. That's minimum. It's not maximum to be able to go into these ones. But the same oil. But now the whole thing is that it's also the same price. Either is going up or down, but it's not the same pattern of let's say of services. Now that is also similar thing on spot. So when you come to spot, you also see how the platform look like. The platform look differently. In fact, I'm trying to browse towards this place now so that you can see the commissions by SEC and everything. Okay, let me check the view trading commission. So now you see the CME futures, you see the oil and the energy and oil futures. So they're not talking about CFD now. Then let me show you something. Avatar is not paying me for this, I have to tell you, and I shouldn't be doing this thing for them because that's why I'm having problem with them. Like teaching people for them and for nothing. So I don't like it. I just have to tell you guys now so that you won't think that I'm endorsing them. I'm not endorsing them, but they're not paying me for it. So do you understand what I'm saying now? So okay, let me check something for you. There's something I want to show you how it works. Let's condition. That's the point I want to get so that you see the SEC commission, you see the exchange commission, you see the brokerage commission, how it is like specified. Yeah. Now this is symbol. This is contract size. This is the exchange CME, or where it is traded. This is NASDAQ. Let me, if I can take this up. Now, these are contract size. What you call what you call lot size in MT4 platform or CFD, and tick size, what you call ticks, how it moves. Now you see the same S&P. Then you see the overnight margin, how much you need to hold it. So this is future now. Do you see the overnight margin for long? Sorry, let me go up again. That's the area I was going so that you see the exchange, the whole thing. You see the margin required. Okay, maybe I'm not on that one. Then you see when the market will close by 10 p.m. That's when the entire exchange will close, and by that 10 p.m. all this market will not move. Okay, I'm not on that page, so assuming I'm on that page now, you will see, okay, commissions, fees per trade, I think. So you will see how they will kind of enlist everything. Claim your commission and trade. Okay, let me click here again. Are you sure it's not where I'm coming from now? So you will see what are the things involved, both the SEC fee, which is U.S. Security and Exchange Commission fee, the minimum contract you need to hold, and everything. It's not obviously loading. But I've gone through all of them anyway because I have an account on futures. So now, when you hit it here, you want to trade on that future. No, we don't have demo account to practice on it. So people trade on CAD because it's easy, but it's not the best. Just take note. It's easy, it's accessible. Everybody can brag about it, but it's not the best one to like the best market because of the conditions available. Some of these guys are not really dealing on directly exchange, and it depends on the broker you are using. So if you are using a good broker, your broker can connect you to direct exchange traded product. Yeah. So now on the spot is similar. I trade on FX. If you check FX exchange, you see how the spot contract is listed. Unfortunately, I cannot go in and start showing those platform and everything for you. But now, I just wanted to give you an insight of what we are talking about on the futures, and so that you can be able to know the essence of all this platform is to give us access to the global market while we are in our houses. Before, you can't be able to have access to all these things before without you going to this exchange and see what is happening. So I used to now see that it's beyond what you are thinking. I asked a question. So now, going further, we are here for CFD trading. And before this time, I checked what was the outcome for the API report last night. The API reported minus 3.3 million. Then, in addition to what we have done last night, as you guys have seen the introduction to commodity, focusing on crude oil trading, we emphasize on contract, then we emphasize on three factors that affect the price, which is demand and supply, politics and natural disaster. We also talked a little bit about the politics, which will show you guys on that video from ChatGPT how it works. So now we are going to pick that demand and supply side. Some of you have known about it, but most of people here are those who we are mentoring. So we need to give you a proper foundation of how all of them works. Because some of you came in the mix of the boot camp. So now the demand and supply we are talking about, there are two bodies we are using to know the particular figures of quantities of oil available. Then for your information, when you want to trade oil, when we talk about demand and supply, you ask yourself a question: what are the quantities of oil available? We use those quantities to determine whether the price of oil will go up or down. And to a large extent, it can be predictable. It works. I don't know who can bear me witness here. Does the crude inventory works at least up to 70%?
Yeah,
very well. Yes, sir.
It does.
Yeah. So because of that, we use demand and supply metrics. Now, there's no figure, nowhere to get demand figure like in a total, unless we also do research on internet to see who are the demand. Now, the demand for oil is mostly companies, not individuals, like countries, not individuals or private companies, like let's say China, US, India, and some people who buy this commodity more. So anytime they are coming to buy, news can carry it and the price may go up. But supply is done by AIA and API. I'm just giving you JSD and the reference because some of people here are already aware of these things I'm talking about. So now the supply is done by API. This API is like American Petroleum Institute, and the EIA. The EIA is Energy Information Administration. They're the one that supply report, that gives supply report. And that supply report is talking about quantities of crude available for trading, not available to the whole world. And the one available for trading, then those ones now is what we use to make our analysis. And it's not just us, that's also what most of the company uses to make the analysis. Look at it, Energy Information Administration. If I click on this link, it will take us to their website. You see how it works. So they give us supply according to what is available, not even those ones in a reserve. So when we see that there are more supply of oil, we can believe that the price of oil will gonna drop because it will affect demand. So when we see that there's a lesser supply of oil, we can also use it to know, okay, the price is most likely going to rise. So currently now, they're expecting minus 2.99 million barrel exactly by 9 minutes from now. And the last one was minus 2.8. And then now, this report will come from EIA. While last night, API reported their own, because API is like association in America that usually report their own a night before the EIA report. So now the API reported -3. So it looks similar, like more than what it's even more than what they're expecting, but it could be similar with what the EIA will report because of they were forecasting minus 0.9 million. Then they had minus 3.3 million. It means that more than what they're expecting. They were expecting a shortage, and it actually happened. I don't know if I'm communicating to you, Opeyemi, or anyone that is not. I'm sure this meeting is recorded, so in case you miss it, I'm sure it's recorded. Let me be sure it's recorded. And then not all of us is here anyway. I need to record it. Let me be sure. Just a minute. Let me be sure it's recorded. Oh, okay. I'm recording it now. So now I don't know whether you could read this thing for me. Why I wanted to read so that you can absorb in your memory more. Because the more you read it, the more you understand it. So it could be if you ask me what is this inventory report. Now you see how investing writers describe the inventory report. So you could see here, Opeyemi, I don't know whether you could see me. If you can read this thing that I just highlighted, please.
Okay, one moment, let me see. Okay, if the increase in crude inventory is more than expected, it implies weaker demand and is bearish for crude prices. The same can be said if a decline in inventories is less than expected. If the increase in crude is less than expected, it implies greater demand and is bullish for crude prices. The same can be said if a decline in inventory is more than expected.
Perfect. So now you see that when there are more increase, in fact, even if it's more than what they expect themselves, then more increase means more supply. It can affect demand. Like demand means buyers or investors to react, and that thing could make the price of oil to go bearish, and bearish is sell, means price dropping. But if it's lesser, like you know what I mean, like lesser supply coming, you could that particular thing can trigger supply, and also trigger investors, and the price will go up. And once that thing happens, it can trigger demand, sorry, to invest more. And once it happens, the price will go up, and will make profit. But why we pay attention to both bearish and the bullish, mean both up and down, is that on our own model of trading or CF oil, we could go long, we could go short. That we can buy and sell. Unlike those who trade on futures, most futures can only sell, only buy. They don't sell. Sell is to get your money out. Most people who trade on spot, sell is to get your money out. But we can easily take a short position or take a buy position because we are trading on CFD model of the business, and we could make profit from the falling price, also make profit from the rising price. Although recently some exchange are actually trying to integrate sell position so that people can also place a sell and make money from the falling price. Now, this is the price of oil, how it is, using this platform, this is the current price. We consider a lot of factors too in placing a trade on oil. one of those factors is even though the supply is there, or the supply report is there, we also consider the price, the current market price, whether that current market price is actually suitable for us to buy it or sell it. For example, when there are more supply at a very lower price, there are more supply at a very lower price. Personally, me, I don't like to sell, but based on what we read on investing.com, it means bearish. It means it will go more down, but I won't like to sell. I'll be very, very careful selling it. How do I do that? Because I've been able to know the average lower price of oil. If you check that video yesterday, you see that oil is trading below the benchmark of so many OPEC community, around 56, 57. If there are more supply in this area, that will push the price more further. Believe me, I don't like to continuously selling. I mean, even maybe be careful, or maybe even place a little buy at that point. But when I see a more supply at the upper price, when the price is very high, I can most likely sell because the price is high and the supply more. The same way, when I see a lesser supply at a lower price, I can most likely place a buy. So there are some other factors we consider, not just that's what makes us a trader than just to get something based on information basis. I don't know whether you could understand everything that I'm saying. A lot of us here know about it already. So basically, as of last week, we bought oil. I'm sure a lot of you are making money on oil. We bought oil because there was a shortage of supply. I told you guys to buy, but once you get to 62, 63, we may most likely leave. And good enough for us, it's already at the same area where we predicted that it was gonna go to. Before the price, the market was trading around this price. From here now, we have gained 283 89 pips, which is $289 for $1 contract, and 2,800 $2,800 for $10 contract, and of course $12,800 for maybe let me just say for $20 contract. Like people who are trading with good money, they are making a lot of money using the price change, because the same amount of people you gain $10, somebody have made like more than 100 million. It's just because of capital efficiency that we are suffering. So when the price is high, I can consider sell, and when the price is low, I can consider buy. Now, this report is coming out in the next 2 minutes. I don't know if I'm too fast. It's coming up in the next 2 minutes, and it's going to come out from AIA. For us, factor just to give us the time when it's going to come. So now, if you go to the AIA website, you see that it's coming out in the next 84 seconds. We can know what is going to be the outcome of the AIA report, to know whether we're going to buy, whether it should correspond with the information on API, and whether we're going to buy or sell. For me, if the report become bearish, it will become like buy. Most likely, it may make it to break this particular resistance here, which is 64. So if we place a buy, we could put a stop loss around 61. But if you become bullish, I will be so much happy. So if you become bearish, I will be so much happy. Like more supply that will bring the price down. I'll be so much happy like that, because the price is relatively high following the current price actions. How do I mean by that? The market rose from here, the market rose from 55 to that it has gone 650 pips. So in the next 23 seconds, the reason will come out. I hope all of you have set up your trigger.
Yes, sir.
Not all of us.
Okay, you can set up your account too, but it's not as volatile as
What will I say, please?
like you set up your account, like you open your trading platform, and so that we can know whether we buy it or sell it. It gave me error, but let me refresh from here.
So is it,
I like
is
to
it
get,
US oil, I'll call it now, or what?
yeah, you can use US oil.
Let me see.
It keep giving me error. From, you see, minus 4 million, minus 4.3 million. Mm. Look at it, minus 4.3 million. So it's a good sign. Like it's a good bullish sign. So the price may go up. So we may hit a buy here, but put a stop loss 61. Why? Because we are trying to be careful holding a buy for a long time on oil. Because oil can easily fall. Yeah, look at it. There's a decrease. The crude oil inventory decrease, meaning that shortage of supply. It decreased by 4.3 million. So now, if you are buying, of course, you know how your risk is. Those of us using $1,000 account, you can buy with 3% risk or 2% risk, which is 0.01 or 0.02. 0.01 or 0.02. Or unless if you want to increase your risk, that is around 2% and 3% risk of your account. But if you want to increase it, it's not up to you. But if you're using a funded account, make sure you follow the rules as well. So now this thing now could push the price more up. And it's a good sign that there's a shortage of supply this time to make sure the price will go up. Because if the price keep going up, it will be good for the OPEC community and also good for the world economy. Any question?
So, what am I doing now? I'm sure I'm not sure I'm clear.
For example, here now 0.01, like $1,000. So you could click a buy. Look at it. I'm buying now. Buy 0.01.
Mm,
Buy. Although this is not my account direct.
mm.
I'm not placing the trade from my own account because
So it
I
is
have a lot
bad.
of trade. I have a lot of trade that is trading there. Then I click the buy on my own account. So I can come here and put SL. You can watch me. I can put SL 61.45.
Mm. It's not-
61.45. So which will be around um so 61.45, which will be give me uh 2.222 pips SL, like which is stop loss. Then I will apply it. Then sorry, something is wrong. That's not the price I want. I don't know whether you're following me. So you can put. I know that you guys are using different platform.
Yeah. But
So
for me now, I'm not sure I will be able to use that 0 point, that kind of lot size. I don't know if you remember my own case.
0.01. I said $1,000 account can be good with 0.01, not 0.1. Then
Yes, you don't understand
but
what I mean. You know, I'm using a funded account. You remember?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Uh-huh. And the last time when I was with you, when we were placing the Euro USD last week, you
mm-hmm.
know, the lot size was mistakenly set at 0.30.
No, that's 0 USD. So
Yes,
if it's 0.30, that's 0.30, so 0.30, they can't put it on oil. So on
yes.
oil,
So,
they can put 0.03 or 0.02.
okay, okay,
Mm,
okay. All right, thank you.
mm.
Okay, and then I buy and put the SL at 61.45, right?
But although I'm giving for educational purpose, to be honest, I'm not really. If you put it here, I usually put 200 pips SL, which is okay. Okay, and that means I was right. Um, I do you know the reason? I'm so scared of buying oil for a long time because oil does not have strong buying momentum.
Okay.
Yeah, this year we have done outlook. So oil has more it's problem with demand. Demand is not too strong on oil. So even if you see something that's pushing it up, it is still very skeptical for us to know whether that thing can sustain oil. Mm. And that's why. So, for example, 200 pips on oil. 61.50. Yeah. And the value would be 100 minus 160. Then I used to leave my take profit open. So I can put my take profit. That means this may get to 66. It may go to 66.50. So I'll make $208. I'm just showing you based on practical points how to put all this. But I don't usually put take profit anyway on my own trade.
Okay.
Mm. Let me know if anyone has a question.
Sorry,
Go ahead. Say what you want to say. Sorry.
yeah, sorry, I wasn't following for the stop loss because I'm at work. So,
Oh, we are saying maybe if we click a buy here, we put a stop loss 200 or 250. You can put it on at 250
okay,
pips. You know,
okay,
yeah, look at what I did. Let's say I put 0.01, 0.01, and maybe let's say 0.2. I'll buy here. Then the order has been executed. Then if I come in here, I double click. I can put my SL here. Let me just type it. Minus 250. Yeah. Okay, I put it 2.5 because of it works in decimal. Yeah, minus 2.5, which is 250 pips. So it will give me $36 minus. So let's say you are using $1,000. That would be about 3.5%. So it's not really high. Then I will now hit it. It will give me 60.99. Then on take profit, that's kind of, if I want my take profit, I have to put it up to 300 pips. So I can put it on the pips. Maybe I can put 3.5, 3.5, or I can put 4.00, which is 400. So I'll make $58 profit. Then I'll trigger it, which is around 67. Mm. Then other things we check when we see something like this, we also try to check if there are news talking about it. They say EIA worried on bull with large build of gasoline distillate stock. Now, it just came out now. Crude oil inventory in the United States fell by how? Yeah, what? Are you sure I'm not misleading you guys? Okay, fell. Yeah, fell. Yeah, fell. Mm. Fell by 4.3 million barrel during the last week on May 30th. Yeah. So now it means that the inventory dropped. I mean, the quantity dropped. Crude inventory in the United States fell by 4.3 million barrel during the last week. You see that oilprice.com is already talking about it. According to new data, the U.S. Energy Information Administration released on Wednesday, crude oil price were trading up period the crude oil release. And API reported a drop of 3.3 million. So, so they're talking about a similar drop. Then if you go further with our analysis, you may also discover that last week from this history, there was also a minus, which was minus 2.8. Then if you check the API report, you also discover that there was also a minus, which is minus, I'm trying to load the page. Loading here. Okay. I wanted to show you what was the previous, the one of API. Some of you that have been trading, is trading easy or hard?
It's quite easy, just that sometimes there's tension, and I believe the tension is as a result of a limited fund, because you don't have enough funds to just keep the market floating. So that sometimes give you tension.
Okay. And technically, this market is also at a resistance level. So but if the report is able to push it off this resistance, it will be nice, but we don't know what the market will hold. Here is resistance level. You see this price? You see here? Here is a strong resistance. Here. So if it can shoot up, that's why I'm suggesting our stop loss, we put it around here. So it should not move. Yeah, then because not all the inventory works exactly, but keep it. We'll check the market again on Friday, and of course check it next week.
So, Mr.
The platform that I'm using is showing the figures in is this 5 decimal point? Does it matter?
Yeah, it matters. So 5 decimal point, if you're putting 200, you have to put 2,000. You become 200. If you put 200 pips, that's 2,000. If you're putting 250 pips, you have to put 2,500.
But it's not showing me in pips. It's just for me to set. There is no way I can input the pips. That one is not here on this one. It's
Okay,
just
maybe just put the price that's like similar to that price.
yeah. So for the stop loss now, it's showing for me as 61.500.
Okay, fine. But I actually wanted to read this thing these guys are talking about, the oil price talking about. Why did they say they are worried? No, EIA worries oil bull with large bid on gasoline diesel. So how can they be worried? I don't know whether you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. Sorry? You know, why are they worried? They say total product supply over the last 4 weeks, we are down weeks over weeks, averaging 19.8 million barrels per day. A 0.9% decrease from from this time last year. Then distillate product supply over the last 4 weeks are down 4.3% compared to the time last year, while gasoline product supply were down 3.1% from the. So now, why should they be worried? Wouldn't they want the price to surge? Do you guys understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
because of they were also the one that used to worry. This EIA, they used to warn about oversupplying in oil that we could push the price down, and one about the Trump policy, tariff policy, it will crash the price of oil. Maybe though any newsman will just come and type anything. So let me know if you have a question. Even if you are struggling, you can let me know everything now.
Yeah, I want you to talk about the UJ.
About what?
UJ, if we can check USD JPY.
This market is for a long-term analysis, so we have to keep it up, waiting what do you call it? This thing, the non-farm payroll come out on Friday. So we are buying here at this area, and we are putting small stop loss here or any price here. So it's valid. And the reason why we are buying it because of support zone. So here is at support. So this thing is for a long-term analysis. Even as you can see, it's a weekly chart. It's something you have to keep it for like 2 weeks minimum, because it takes time for one candlestick to form. It takes the whole week for one. In fact, as it's done now, it's even the best time. The only thing that will make you not to gain this market is if the support is broken. You see the support? If it's broken, this thing broke 3 years support, 3 years support. If it's broken, because here was last time it come to this point. In fact, I will even talk also related to this point. Here was last time. So you see, even to 2024, when it get to this point too, the market went up. Now it's also at the same point again. Unless if this particular price broke, then if you broke this resistance, then it may come down again. But for now, there's no chances of breaking it, while there are more chances of the market going back from where it came from. Like priority, there are more priority that this market may rise than falling, because here is a support zone.
Okay. What about Euro USD?
We don't have any recent analysis currently because of the employment report is coming up. But we analyzed sell on Euro USD until something happened last week that changed the market to be up. I'm not sure how if all of us existed, because of here was where we keep selling. But there's a very long time sale we had on Euro USD here. We had a long time analysis here, which will put SL above this resistance, and we said it will still be valid until it's broken. So when the report come out on tomorrow and Friday, employment and non-farm payroll, and what the U.S. economy is going to do in this next 3 months, we believe that it will surge the price of dollar, and if that happens, Euro USD will come down. And then if the USD come down, JPY will go up. Are you buying Euro USD or selling it?
I was buying before the JPY. I was buying before, but I closed the trade.
On loss or on profit?
On a little profit.
Okay, so it may still buy again. We did it only strictly for using a support and resistance.
Okay.
Let me know if you guys have any other question, or are you guys okay with what we have done? We have 10 minutes.
Okay, Mr. Uche, I have a question.
Okay.
It's for trade for what's it called? For GBP USD. And
JBP
yeah, JBP USD. I think what the trade I placed last week for JPY and this PB, I think they were all losses, so I don't know, but I still have one left. Should I just close it because the loss is much?
Okay, you open them and it's on negative.
Yeah, I opened them last week.
Is it buy or sell?
It was sell for the PB was sell.
No. I think last week I don't know whether you were not in that class. We had
Oh,
a sell here, but we said it has become invalid because it hit our resistance
I
here.
didn't see of that.
Here was our resistance, but it will still sell again. We say we're gonna get another one. Between pound, we were selling. That was when the market came down, but it hit our resistance. Once the market hit resistance, our analysis become invalid. Once market breaks support, to become invalid. But we have to get another one. Now, there's no position that is strong in the market. I don't know your capital control. I will ask you to keep it. There's chances that it will sell because of tomorrow and next is an employment report on United States. I want to see what the report will be, whether it's going to be for the benefit of the United States or not. So if it's for the benefit of the United States, it will push the price down.
Okay.
Most likely. Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, for you guys to be good in trade and making profit, you need to create investment plan. That's how you can be good. Then and it will help you to scale up because you are beginning to understand things one after another, how we do it and how we are doing it. But creating that plan will help you.
Sorry, Mr. Uche.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Sorry, one more thing is for this GFT alpha. I just wanted to find that for the return of investment, I was thinking, is it weekly or is monthly?
They don't pay real. They trade for you and take 5% of profit they're making. So they publish a performance weekly, sometimes sometimes mostly, but most times weekly. Like last week there was little they published. So this week they will publish another one.
Okay.
Yeah, so be checking it mostly weekly.
Okay.
Where do they put this publication that they make? They publish them.
No. It's not published on like a notice. It will just flash on your account. So if there is losses, then it will also go down.
Okay.
Equity will go down. But if there's profit, then it will go up.
Okay.
Yeah. If you monitor on MT5, then you can also see how it will reflect. But some of you don't have up to $5,000 account. So it's weekly mostly. Who asked me that question? Is it your paying me?
It's me. It's just
Okay, you have account with them. Are you not making a profit?
yeah. I think for the past 2 weeks, but nothing came in last week, so that's asking.
Okay, past 2 weeks you made profit.
Yes.
So most likely they have not they have not posted a profit. Like I'm a performance manager under GFT. I have some account I manage. My own account is on negative. That's the way I'm not trading with you now. Some trade I place, I'm not negative. I have trade on gold. So it's not necessary. Let me check the price here. Yeah, it's positive, but I'm not hit my target. So when I hit my target now, assuming my portfolio is part of the bigger portfolio, they will update automatically. It will update.
Okay.
So and that's why I'm not trading. Today I'm not trading because I've already key in trade, so I can't keep placing more trade. Do you understand?
Yeah. Okay.
So now if once they close trade, then they will update. I mean, to automatically update, I think. In short, I don't know how the back end works, but I know that thread is usually update one that there is entirely closure of threads.
Okay.
Mm. I
And
hope,
sorry,
you are enjoying the flow. Okay, JSD.
I say yeah, you can always withdraw to a wallet, right?
Yeah.
A wallet.
It comes with a profit. Yeah. Mm.
Mm.
There's also referral. When you refer your friend, you make a profit. You also make profit. Let me tell you guys, all of you guys, if you have friends who are, instead of them to be vulnerable to Ponzi scheme, tell them to bring money. Let's trade or put their money on this area and company trade for them, and they see how it works. It's better for them to, you know what I mean? This is the type of company you can you can even refer your friends them, or they can put it on Alpha Thread, and connect it, so that they will know that this is how the business is done. Those ones, they are going to put their money on all this stuff that is killing Nigerians. That's not how it is done. Of course, you see the kind of the implication they are having, where the company will just, you know what's happening in all this space. The genuine way of doing this business is uh somebody who doesn't do it by himself or herself is to use portfolio management companies or maybe his own personal AI, because AI now have come into place. That's the only way. Apart from that, there's no other way that's most likely going to be sustainable.
Are you, Mr. Uche, are you using AI?
I use AI to trade.
Okay.
But it's customized based on my strategy. Okay, you see, there's another information to this. Oil bulls bite back as price defy expectation. Additional supply disrupt from Albania wildfire and strong season demand. This thing, did it just come out now? Let me refresh it. This wasn't the breaking news that we are reading now. I don't know if you guys are following me. There's additional supply from this company. Okay. Oh, okay. That probably I was not giving you the current one. That was not. So this is the current news now. And there's also breaking news here. Russian wheat funds shrink by as oil price. I mean oil price. No, okay, no. It is like annual report from a company. But my question is this: are you guys understanding what demand and supply means? Because we are not just trading; we are educating ourselves.
Yeah, I think we're getting it.
Okay. Someone else want to say something.
Well, yes, I was asking, you said on this breaking news, Russia wealth fund shrink by 5.8. It says an annual. How do you know it's an annual news, sir?
From the statement, it looks like a report of trading.
Okay.
So that's just how I put it. I just did a prediction. They say Russia National Wealth Fund, a rainy day reserve fund saw its liquid asset dropped by the equivalent of nearly $6.6 billion in May. You see, that means it's a report. So data from Russia Finance Ministry shows on Wednesday the National Wealth Fund had its readily available liquid asset dropped by $5.75 billion in May, and total of value of 35.5 billion. Does the National Wealth Fund liquid asset have blocked? So it's a report, I mean finance. So when I see some headline, I can relate whether this is related to financial report or not. Like GFT volume is this $62 million volume. Avatrade is over $600 billion monthly volume. So I used to get those reports. Don't worry, you guys. If you have a plan, like a vision for yourself in the non-banking, it could be there may be a point that it can be also publishing your company annual report, or you could get a job in a big company where you could be able to start, working with big companies. So you see how the annual report or a quarterly report works, their trading volumes and everything.
Okay.
Yeah. There's another one here. They say oil price rise despite OPEC plus output plan hike. So now we could also this is another pattern of learning. You guys need to learn OPEMI and Co, because some other people have learned these things. So now what to consider? We consider the time of the release of the news. This one was released on June 2nd. So it means it could still be valid because it's giving you the information of what is happening. They say Morgan Stanley forecast that OPEC plus, there are other OPEC plus members like Russia, who are also part of OPEC community, but they are not like directly involved. They are like affiliated to OPEC. They will restore 2.2 million barrels of the supply cut which they had last year by July. But now they say despite that the price of oil surged. Then so when you check on the market, you can also see that the price have surged. So if you read that news deeper, you will see more. I wanted to show you the platform, but my system, I think my system is glitching. Yeah, so where is that news? Okay, this one. Now, Goldman Sachs anticipates a smaller short-time increase in August. So citing a strong oil demand fundamental and geopolitical risk. So they're also talking about it could go up a bit. Then despite the expected supply boost, oil price climb due to escalating Ukraine and Russia tension and a surge in US gasoline demand. You see? So now they're telling you that there's a lot of bullish sentiment coming up in the market, like buying power. Then on Monday, which was 2 days ago, oil price climbed on Monday, despite the expectation that OPEC plus will continue to boost production in the coming months. So now when you go through down, you can get more. So as a trader in the commodity market focusing on energies, you can shift your attention to forex or whatever, and now read more of commodity related news, like especially in the energy sector, understanding what they play and everything. It will help you to know the prices you need to be buying and the prices you need to be selling. Whether you are using CFD, which is the common one everybody's using, or you navigate to futures, you have the money, you can move to futures. It's the same thing. Or on spot. So you could be reading those ones more and get yourself more equipped, more informed with that sector, properly understand how that sector work before, because the sector's politics and the system is not the same thing with forex. That's the truth. Then on the forex people too, you also need to understand more of finance and the other things related to those currencies you are trading, so that you can be able to make a sound decision, and also a very critical analysis that can give you profit when you're trading. So we have spent for 1 hour, 4 minutes, and I'm sure all of us are most likely in the office. Let me know if you have any last question before we can shut down.
I don't have a question, sir.
Okay. So we have even up, we still have number here. So we'll be shutting down now, and in case anything changes, we are more than this, but I'm sure a lot of people are at work. So in case anything changes, we will update you on the group. For those of you that want to scale and want to start making good money, we're open for it. There are a lot of opportunities we have available that could give you more profit in the future. So we are one of the best places and one of the best area you belong. At least let you guys be at least top 30% percentage of people that are making money in the industry, because a lot of people are not making money. But so if we organize ourselves properly, you can be able to be among that figure. Yeah. So see you guys back to work in the next 1 hour. I think we'll be on our way home, and have a very lovely day at work.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.